Ah, the golden rule. Do unto others as you would have them do unto you. We've all heard it, but at Golden Rule Plumbing, Heating, and Cooling, we live it every single day. And now for only $99 a year, you can be a member of our Gold Club. Each year, you'll receive 2 annual system checks, and you'll never have to pay a trip charge. I guess you could say being a member is worth its weight in gold. Give us a call or visit us online and see how easy it is to join the Golden Rule Gold Club.
Yeah, that information really opened up a lot of eyes, saying what a great idea to make sure that your system, your heating and cooling system, is up to snuff.
And that's what we're going to talk about a little bit more extensively this morning. Very welcoming this morning to Bobby Johnson, Marketing Manager of Golden Rule PHC.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much for being here. Let's dig a little deeper into this membership and why this is something people need to know more about and get on board with.
Sure. Well, so, most of us, myself, until I became a part of this industry, this isn't something that we know a lot about.
Right.
It's kind of down there in the basement or the back of the house, and if it's working, then we're not thinking about it. So to have somebody that can go through it, do those full, complete point inspections each year, make sure, really the point of the Gold Club, you saw on the commercial just there that obviously there's 2 system checks, complete system checks. We're a full service plumbing company. So one of few in town that do both and have for 20 plus years. So you get a plumbing inspection as well. So we're really a partner in your house with those things. Just try to keep on top of stuff. Really the point of doing the checks, it's not to find an issue or fix something preemptively. It's really, let's get a good idea of what's going to happen this upcoming season.
Right. So you'll have a good idea whether or not your system, your unit's going to make it through the summer. Because how bad is that when, say, for the summer time, especially right in the middle of summer, boom, everything crashes, and that's not a bad thing, or not a good thing.
Not a good thing. Not a good thing. Yeah, and that's the goal. That's the idea. Unfortunately, in our industry, timing is never a question that you can fully answer. We can talk percentages, odds, and we can see things on the upcoming or on the equipment before it gets to the extremes, like in this type of weather. Starting to get warmer, but we're kind of going back and forth. We can see some indications ahead of time to let you know what to expect. So, yeah. So the point is that you're not sitting there hot for a few days until you get it fixed.
Calling in a panic
when
is
it's
what
time.
usually happens.
So let's talk about these checkups. What exactly does that mean? And let's start with plumbing, because this one I have never heard of before, is that you come by and do a plumbing check. What does that mean?
Yeah, really, the best way I describe it is that we just do, we do a lap around the house, 30 to 45 minutes. We're really just checking
flush all
fixtures.
the toilets and run the water and everything?
Yeah, let it run, make sure that it's filling at the right timing, cutting off correctly, check the faucets underneath, make sure we don't catch a leak or a drip that you might have missed.
Okay.
Because obviously we all know if you've ever had a plumbing issue, then if you don't catch it for a while, then it's just growing and getting worse and damaging more and more.
I was going to say, I've had some friends recently that have had some sewer plumbing issues, and they seem to fix the issue, and literally 2 weeks later I hear them talking about it again. So is that one thing, you just didn't catch it quick enough, or it wasn't fixed the correct way, or you just needed someone to come by and try and catch it before it happened?
Yeah, and a lot of times those things, yes and yes, I guess I would say. Yeah, you need to catch it beforehand, and that's not always possible. Our plumbing fixtures, well, not the fixtures, but the piping runs through behind walls, and a lot of times we don't see an issue until damage is done.
Right.
But a lot of things that maybe not be top of mind to a homeowner, we're busy, we got other things. The water's coming out of the top of the faucet, so what I care about what's going on underneath it.
Right.
Those are the type of things that we can catch beforehand. So, because the longer there's a problem, a small drip that you might not catch, then it's just damaging other things.
There you go.
So that's the point of it. Obviously, the furnace and AC side, we do a complete inspection of both of those twice a year, and then we just complete that plumbing inspection on one of those 2 visits, and we call you to schedule all of that. We've got our list and rotate that over.
Just get an overview of everything that is going on. So obviously you're going to be checking out the AC system right about now to find out what the issues are. Now, typically, if you came out, if somebody called you and said, hey, I just want you to come out and make sure my AC system is up to snuff, what would that run somebody to come out and do all that?
If you just did it, you weren't a Gold Club member,
Yeah,
hey, come out and let's just do a once-over.
You have a trip charge, you have a time and all that type of thing.
Anytime we do any kind of work, that trip charge goes away. It's non-existent for Gold Club members. But anytime we came out, if you said, hey, we're going to do a full system check, then that would be $99. The Gold Club's $99. You get 2 checks, the plumbing, and full 12
That was
years.
my point. Okay, so
Yeah.
instead of just
Okay.
calling and saying come in and check, become a Gold Club member and take advantage of
Just
all
the
the
better
perks.
benefit to you for the rest
Yeah.
of the year. Then you have those added benefits plus no trip charges. You give us a call. Let's say you have an issue with one of the systems or a plumbing issue. Then
Yeah.
you go to the front of the line. We're out for free. All those things that you saw on the screen a second ago.
Right now, this time of year, when it comes to AC, what's the one thing that you seem to catch a lot?
Well, at the beginning of the season, we don't dive into a lot of the refrigerant issues, which you don't want to on the younger systems anyway, and plus we're not quite warm enough to really full force starting that.
Okay.
We're doing a lot of electrical components as well as checking the furnace. It's a complete system check each time we come. Here's one thing I want to talk about though, as far as the AC, since I mentioned refrigerant. So we don't have a lot of major industry changes in our industry that often. There was a water heater change as far as government regulated about 4 or 5 years ago.
Okay.
Well, we have another one this year with AC. So if your air conditioner is 10 years old or more, and then there's high odds that it contains and uses the refrigerant we call Freon.
Right.
And most people are familiar with that. Well, that is now, and this has been for 4 or 5 years coming, government mandated. They've made less. It's been more expensive.
No kidding.
Because 10 years ago, new air conditioners were now coming out and using what's called Puron instead. It's basically the same stuff, it's just not harmful to the atmosphere, the ozone, that kind of thing. So, long story short, if it's not too late, so if it's over 10 years old, there's a good chance you're on that refrigerant. If you have a refrigerant issue this summer, then guess what?
You have to replace.
You're getting a new air conditioner.
Yeah.
A new air conditioner, you can't just take the fluid out and put the new stuff in?
Because you can't change the system over to a new stuff.
Really?
To the new refrigerant, yes. The
Oh my
system has to be
goodness.
completely
And now on
changed, so-
average, let's be realistic here, on average, what is a new air conditioning system, a unit that you're going to need? What does that set
The
somebody
entire
back?
system, which a lot of people don't know, but there's an A coil inside that sits on top of your furnace. That's part of your air conditioning system, and then everybody is familiar with the unit outside. So about $4,000.
$4,000.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, and somewhere upwards from there.
But at the same time, if you do have to replace your system, it's going to be a heck of a lot more efficient, though, isn't it?
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anything brand new is going to come close to doubling the efficiency of somebody who had a 10-year plus air
Wow.
conditioning system.
I didn't even think about that.
Let's talk about the season we're heading into. We're not talking
Yep.
summer, we're talking allergy season. So how are you guys able to help us out when a few of our friends are already starting to get the sniffles a little
Yeah,
bit?
and I'm one of them.
You're one of them, yeah.
I've already started taking my allergy pill for the season, and so what we can help there, excuse me, we call it indoor air quality. So everybody's familiar with changing your furnace filter. Most people have just the paper pleated filters.
Right.
Supposed to change those monthly if you don't. But there's other improvements from that. So there's electronic air cleaning that can replace that paper filter. Actually holds an electronic charge, traps more of the dust or allergen particles. There's air scrubbers. This is one of a true air scrubber is newer technology that we had last year. We've sold 100 cents, but this guy, you still change that paper filter,
Right.
but this guy will sit inside the bottom of your furnace, and so it'll catch all the minute details, particles that pass through that paper filter. This guy actually, it collects allergies like we're talking about, but even odors, viruses, smoke.
Wow.
Yeah,
Really?
it's
Really does a number,
incredible. It'll literally change the air quality in your house. We had one lady, this is kind of a funny story. She actually wanted us to come take it out because she said my house smells too clean now. I kind of like the smell of my cooking. So if you call that a complaint, that's the
Okay.
one that we've had.
Wow.
So you know it's that efficient.
It actually was doing that well for her. so.
Wow.
That's amazing. Yeah, that is amazing. Okay, so we are heading into summer season when we're going to be turning on those ACs here pretty quick. So if we want to get them checked so you don't flip that switch and it doesn't work,
Right.
we need to give you guys a call.
Absolutely. Of course, our phone number, 986-4452, the easiest one, goldenrulephc.com. All the information's there. don't have to call us. You can text, email, chat in,
wow.
however you want to do.
Perfect. Yeah, and it just makes sense to become a Gold Club member because, you know, for the price of becoming a Gold Club member, you're going to get a couple of visits, you're going to get a full system check and things like that too.
Yep, absolutely.
And we hear there's a coupon if you head to the website as well that people can print off.
There's different ones, yeah. Well, this is the one that's showing now. It looks like a coupon, but that we have it all the time. So
Okay.
It's not a rush. That's just what we do. It's the best deal in town, and for everybody involved, really, we're able to gain some rapport, some trust with you. We know your system. It's not we're coming in trying to figure something out on the fly.
It just
Right.
makes sense to
And
become a Gold Club member.
we've had these conversations ahead of time.
It's
Yeah.
a part of who you guys are. Wonderful. Well,
Wonderful.
thank you for joining us this
Thanks.
morning.
Thanks
Good
so
to
much
see you,
for having
Bobby.
me. Yep,
Okay.
thanks, Lou.
Thank you, man. It's